was last night, I guess. God. Honestly, I probably picked an awkward time to do this, just because I'm really feeling really angry or some crap, but try to ignore it. Basically, long and short here is, might as well wait until somebody gets on, I guess. Yeah. Well, this probably made for a really boring battle of video. I'll just go ahead and start talking, whatever. Okay. So, essentially, the long and short of what I was going to do here is just... what's the point of this? Okay. I'm going to be, like, just looking through random webcomics. I just found this one yesterday. Just clicked on front page comic here, it was there. Basically just going to be reading through these things pretty much blind. I'll probably, like, I need to try to make sure it fits within, like, Twitch standards. I probably need to have, like, you know, probably need to at least check, like, tags and stuff on things first. Like, this one, the only warnings on it are violence and language, so I assume it probably won't be that bad. Yeah, so basically this is just to be me reading through stuff. I don't know if I'll necessarily read the dialogue, but I'll at least leave it up long enough to, you know, for it to be read. And just kind of be commenting on things to, basically just giving my thoughts on it, I don't know. Really just trying to unwind a bit. I'm kind of figuring this out as a joke. Really, I'm just trying to get a feel for the whole screen thing works. So, let's see how this goes. Okay, okay, the most immediate thing is I kind of like how I kind of appreciate the commitment to the bit on the Wanda thing, even though I don't really know why it's doing it. Yeah. So I do appreciate the commitment to the bit, like you got the, read right to left thing up here, the arrows pointing the opposite direction, which I do like that. Admittedly, I'm not entirely sure it needs to, like, lay it on so much of, like, this is how you read it. Okay, feeling kind of sheepish about actually, like, actually, I was leaving the page until, like, somebody's actually here. Is what it is, I guess. Whatever, let's just get into it, and I think if somebody does come in, then at least, like, you know, probably relative would let you feel for things. Okay, so let's see, page 1. Okay, I actually really like this character design here. Like, just does what I kind of like the other weird, kind of cutesy face with it and stuff. Haircuts. These time maybe it looks a little too androgynous for what they're going for. Yeah. Buildings maybe a little overly, like, blocky, I guess. I mean, they look unnatural, like, compared to the rest of the art. Kind of overly polished, I guess. Same for, like, these, like, pasted in clouds. Still, this is a good first page. Okay, Because her name's Ray. That's honestly kind of like stereotypical enough. I'm not really sure how, like, for this kind of thing, I'm not sure how to feel about it. Yeah. Because we're having to leave this up long enough to, like, kind of comment on everything. Because usually I'm a very quick reader. Let's see. Okay, this girl's character design, it makes me think of Peach Girl. But just an odd thing that immediately stand out to me, but it's like somewhere between like Peach Girl and Princess Jellyfish. Also, I'm not entirely sure why this is a chibi thing here. I guess I get it, but Faup. Alright. Hang on, this one's on. There's not even like text on this. Okay, the Rei and Shinji. Okay, he seems to even be acting like Shinji. Desmond? It's an odd name for this. But so far, I'm curious to see where it's going. One second. Alright then. Okay, so frish. I kind of like that sound effect. Although I'm kind of not really sure about this whole like face bleeding into the side of the panel thing. I get what it's going for, but it just looks like they forgot to draw half his face. Let's see. I'm gonna leave everything up long enough to read it. Does the mouse show up on this? I don't think it does. Yeah, I need to try and... Okay, let's see. Tuesday. I didn't do... Okay. Okay, yeah, it's very appropriate this character's named Shinji because it's exactly what he's acting like. Like, it's kind of too on the nose for me to really even, like, take it seriously. Although, really, the way it's being presented has made me think a lot more Watamote. I don't really know what's being gone for with his design. Like, he's got this, like, beachy face, but it's like his haircut's like military haircut. It's weird. It's like, I don't know how much of the androgyny is the art style and how much of it's actually on purpose. I don't know, it's odd. Okay, I like her design. It's kind of immediately bouncy, just kind of eye-catching. I really like how fluffy her hair is. Kind of makes me think of, blank on her name. Kawakami. Persona 5. Like, that's what it makes me think of, like, the haircut. And I do like I like these crowd shots. They're, like, it's good about, like, giving a lot of detail to the, extras and stuff. Like, I do like that about this time quite a bit. This would actually probably be a lot easier, right, to play off of, being honest, but, let's see. I dug it. Miri. Okay. I need parents for anime dudes. Yeah, that explains a lot. Kind of makes me think of Sandra in Blue, and that's like with Cloud and Yuna, and that's like a gag strip. While this, I'm getting the impression from the way it's presented, it's gonna be relatively serious. That's a little weird, but yeah. So, did they have another sibling named Asta, or like why's she included? I don't know. Okay, I'm curious why the dad wouldn't accept, but is this a social thing, or is it a race thing, or what? Like, I don't know. I'm interested in seeing where this goes. That said, like, again, I'm not sure how to feel about this, like, bottom right panel here, the way it just kind of dissolves into nothing. Like, it just makes it look like the panel wasn't finished. Although it does work with, like, the white background of the page, though. It's not that distracting. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I wasn't really expecting that, but that seems like a pretty disproportionate reaction. And it feels kind of contrived to, like, just jump straight to, like, oh, all the popular people are evil. I don't know. It's early in. Kind of shows the need for, like, toning here, though, because, like, his, like, scarf and pants or hood or whatever that is just completely absorbing in the background. It looks like he's standing on a blue screen. Blam. I'll just talk about sound effects. Okay. Blam, 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 blam. Okay, that doesn't sound like he's working out. That sounds like he's shooting. So the bedroom makes me think very Danganronpa. I don't know if I'm really boring here, just not too off the cuff, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Maybe that's a really awkward angle to punch from. I did it from the shot composition, like put the emphasis on the face, it just seems weird. Half, okay, at first I thought it said chaff. I don't pay too much attention to sound effects, it's just easy to comment on. Just that, yeah. Flame, raw. This is bull. Like, okay, I don't know why this comment had a language warning. Like, I mean, I'm sure something will come up just so far. With all that I have stated, no charges withheld. That feels really clunky. Blaff. The sound throwing in it's blaff. And follop? Okay. Okay, I really do like this hunt's character design. Like, outside of just kind of how, like, over, like, beachy it can be. Like, I like how the detail goes in the hair and stuff. Like, it looks really good. Like, very expressive eyes and stuff. I mean, not the most, like, eye-catching outfits, but... Let's see. Okay, you were about to lead Khalid. Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing some of the language is kind of clunky with this. It's odd. And so far I'm kind of into it, but I'm not entirely sure how it's showing. Let's see. Monday morning, beep, 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 okay. Okay, I do like that last panel. Like, that's a good way to, like, use the whole minimalist thing well. It looks very, like, hazy, foggy. Works well for the mood. Again, though, I'm not really sure about the melty face. But, like, the infinite pillow and, like, the, like, stitches. Like, that works pretty well. Okay, I do find it rather odd how, like, sparse his room is compared to Ray's. Like, I get it. Like, from a visual perspective, like, storyline-wise, I don't feel like that makes a lot of sense. So he just, like, is he dissolving into pyroflies in that one panel? He just hit snapped? Eh. Okay, okay, I'm still getting some real Watamote vibes from this. Like, that one panel has that feeling quite a bit. But the same sort of, like, kind of dead-eye look that Tomodo gets a lot. I don't mean to keep comparing this to anime and manga, it's just, I mean, look at it. Okay, yeah, yeah. I like this, but I feel like the comic goes chibi too often. Like, I feel like if you're trying to establish a mood, it doesn't really work in this last panel, but I do really like the flowers up there. They're like vines, I don't know what you'd call that. It does look good. It kind of makes the page feel colorful, even though it isn't, like, color. Wham, pack. Okay. I don't know, I just used another side effect, sound effects. Honestly, it's less like pack, more like pav. I'm pretty sure it's pack. There, I think the more anime thing works, though. Let's see. It's the kid from the picture. Okay, again, like, is the Bishi thing a conscious decision? And I do like his haircut. Her. I think it's him. Again, that's not the problem with this. Even lost in a hopeless crowd, someone will find you. Okay. It's all overly wordy, but I did. Not entirely sure we needed. Okay, did we really need, like, this breakdown of, like, here's how you read the manga again, a chapter into it? Or, like, 2 covers in a row? That's just kind of weird. Feels like it's overly committed to the bit. Oh, crap. Sorry. I didn't know it navigated through arrows. Let's see, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure that counts as helping. Okay, Chow. I'm like, okay, again, like, is the dad a racist? Because why does this keep coming up on the people with dark skin? And it just didn't fit with the title. Yeah. I feel like the way this thing does hair. Like, the hair is just done really well, like, really consistently. Although I'm really not huge on the whole, like, stock backgrounds thing. And I shouldn't really be judging it. I read Ms. File and it does that constantly. Okay. Immediately jump to... Okay. Stream isn't light or anything, is it? Because like it feels like this is being kind of slow to load now. My internet isn't really the best. Let's see. Let's view. Okay. Then every now and then the language just gets kind of clumpy like that. The declare yourself thing and the essential to my declaration, like that doesn't really feel like how people talk. Sport field. Do you like sport? Okay, yeah, this. Okay, that pretty well done on that because like that there was like noticeable enough there. Like I was thinking about it. Like okay, this feels like this might be important, but it wasn't like super obvious with it. It's like yeah, they did that well. I haven't introduced myself yet. That was probably just a typo. Does one person really come up with a truce? Like, is that a one-person thing? I don't know. Also, his face kind of looks too dopey there. Kind of threatening. Like, he kind of comes off more like he's just hardcore zoning out. Although the I'm just a little comment. That's a good line. Hey, let's see here. You had to come and see what I was up to, weren't you? Yeah. I don't know. Admittedly, this stuff probably wouldn't bother me that much. I'd just reading it silently, but just kind of sitting here commenting on it and kind of standing out to me more. I don't know, it's not really a gigantic deal, I don't think. I guess if anything, it actually kind of enhances the manga experience. We can't make justice by ourselves. Okay. I mean, that center panel legitimately just looks like a shot of Shinji, like Ikari, and it's odd. Okay, the font there on that on the fourth panel is a little small. It's like I can read it just fine, but it's not great. I should actually probably up the link in chat or anything in case anybody's reading this. Read that in a second. Okay, there we are. I'd rather live in a chaotic world with a big grin. He is so cool. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I think he's someone I'm kind of trying hardy. Let's see. sorry. The arrows being in the wrong place. It's like it's a nice touch in theory, but it overly accommodates and it goes against your instinct. But yeah, I feel like panel about being in the shadows shouldn't be so sparkly. And also, it's like why does he look all turtly in that panel? I think his neck's too long, like face protrudes out too much. Yeah, it's not a great panel. But you have longer hair. I'm actually sort of weirded out by how like we started out focusing on Ray and so far she hasn't done anything. Just a little odd. Yeah, it's like me a proper like manga emulation thing without like gratuitous shower scene. That's some heavy rain. Like, that looks like he's out there in the middle of a hurricane. Right. Okay, yeah, that is an effective shot. Like, I like that. Blarf. Like, the proportions on that picture are just kind of throwing me here. Like, I don't really care that much about the, like, art and stuff typically, but, yeah, it's like you got tiny, like, square hand, a weird bend of the arm, and giant head. It looks weird. He looks like he's, like, budding out. So is this about to explain again how to read right to left? Yeah. Oof. Okay, yeah, I feel like I should be saying something about last panel, I'm not sure what. Honestly, the way it, like, he's, like, imposed against the background makes me think of, this time I think it was, like, Sore Thumbs or something. It's not very good. It's just, like, it has a similar style of, characters being imposed, like, just kind of floating against the background like that, you know what I mean? Like, lines sticking off to where they're not really, well, it's kind of green screeny. I don't know. I won't be doing Sore Thumbs. That would not be appropriate for this. I might actually be misremembering the name of the comedy even, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. iPhone. If you don't write around copyrights, just come up with a different name. looks like Sora pulling a knife on somebody. If it's to be so hopeless. Okay, you had a language warning and you censor it. Okay, like, I'm not really objecting, so... I don't really mind so much, it's just a little curious, like... If you're gonna censor it anyway, then you might as well just, like, fully censor it and not have the language warning. Granted, the, like, warnings on Tom and Fury seem to be completely gratuitous anyway. I've, like, never seen any consequences for ignoring them. Okay, I'm confused by the spade. It seriously just registers like he just somehow said a spade. Okay, not a fan of the like sudden change in page size here. Although I really like the bug-eyed look on Shinji there. Like, he looks like... Like, honestly, that should probably be kind of a meme. That's just a good surprise face. I can't even tell what just happened in the fourth panel there. Like, did he like clothesline him or what? Like, it looks like they're dancing. Splarf. Okay. Hey, okay. I kind of wish to tone down all the like white space on this time. Because it's like, it does feel like, it always feels like there's something more down there. And like the fact that there was the one panel where there actually was different size makes me like always looking for it. Cannot lie even to trap a thief. Chop slam. Okay. Admittedly, this guy done a lot to like sort of kill me, sort of like him. Okay, I'm not really liking the protagonist here. Like, he kind of just ironic since a lot of people have this issue with Shinji Ikari, although I don't really. Like, he seems like too mopey and too like self-hung up on his own issues to like for you to want to follow him. Know what I mean? It's like it just I don't know, it comes on a little too much. Tacklack. Yes. The justify themselves. Okay. But I do like the angry face there in the last panel. It's like a Storm Rumble character. Okay, the I'm such a coward thing, like, again. If you're going to write him so similar to Shinji, don't name him Shinji. How many more pages of this are there? I think it was like 80 some. So, okay, that guy has, like, fabulous hair for a cop. Like, he looks like he looks like a Pokemon, like, gym leader or something. It's like his hair's magnificent. The stuff with the face there, that's actually really effective. Like, I actually think that's super well done. Doubtful. That panel just feels there to fill space. By the way, it's just kind of all tiny, like, cranked in there. So that the evidence becomes undeniable. Who succeeds every time to narrowly escape the charges. Actually, no, I need to back up to that one. That's not serious meme face on Shinji there. like that's such a great, just a really look. Alright, agitation complex, okay. I feel like there's, is this set in, like, the real world? Does it feels like there are, like, little things that don't add up like that, and, like, the, like, weirdly Japanese kind of stove whenever this seems to be America. I guess it could just come with, like, the whole genre trying to do manga thing. It's just, it's odd. Kind of feels a little uncertain what it's actually, like, doing. By attracting him in this alley. That's say goodbye to your shenanigans. Yeah, the language on this comic every now and then just gets ridiculous. Like, for the most part, it's not really that bad, but it can be odd. That's like the most Boondocks panel in the world. Like the shading of the face, the gritted teeth, like heavy lighting, how sassy it is. It's like, yeah. It's really easy to set this guy off, isn't it? And also, like, no security at all in this police station. Just did freely run. The father, Papa, don't do that. Blam. It's like, okay, the hesitation for the sound effects is just distracting. There's also like quality, like teary eyes though. Although I think the hoodie's not clipping. Oh no, okay, I see. Like I thought the hoodie looked like it was clipping into his neck, then I realized what it was doing. It's like, okay, yeah, that's drawn alright. Let's see. New York. That is a small one. New York. Okay, I kind of like this kid for just how, like, absurdly, like, goofy the attempts to make him awesome are. I don't even think it's necessarily in a bad way. It's not in an endearing way. He just taunted someone by calling him Super Daddy. There are lots of good stuff in it. He arrives at the next chapter. What am I at, like, date-wise here? Okay, yeah, we're very nearly done. Okay, yeah, the right to left thing, like, I don't really think you need to constantly have the reminders. Unless you're doing it on, like, okay, if it were on every page, I'd get it. But, like, just doing it every cover just feels like, I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to emphasize that the sky is gray, you probably should grade up the sky instead of making it straight white. It's been 2 weeks since that almost doesn't talk to. 2 weeks that I've not followed. I do not even know what we're learning in class. Okay. And language can be clunky with this. Let me solve my pen here. Okay, I found it. Let's see. I feel like it's moving away from the Pishi thing a little bit. Like, it's still there. It feels like it's being toned down as how it goes. We need to talk. Are they breaking up? Laugh. Seeing your grades is not worth it. Wow. Like, why is he clipping a pen? You will never be afraid to testify against bad guys anymore. Okay. And that's where we're at. Might go ahead and wrap this up now then. I don't know. Has everybody been enjoying this so far? I guess, like, I don't know. Realize I've just been kind of rambling. I need to find a better format for this, but I'm just kind of trying to get in the swing of it. So far this time, I'm curious to see more of it. Because there are aspects of it I'm liking, certainly. The art's actually pretty nice, like, outside of just some complaints with it. Flows pretty decently. But I feel like I'm kind of curious to see where exactly it's going, because, like, the image looks just some kind of, kids out on a lamb thing or something. So far, it's kind of just messing about with, like, I don't know. Can you, like, pin messages or something? I don't know how that works. yeah, I am... This was an interesting way to start this off. Like, I might go ahead and just open up front page photography right here and just see if I can find something to like try out later. I might try another round of this evening. Still wonder what this is. Yeah, nah, I'm not feeling this. I just hit the random button. This looks promising. Not really. I'm not a fan of this generic background here. Let's see. I'm wanting to get a feel for like how this Thomas like looking. See if nah, I don't think this. Nah, I don't think this one will work. I feel like there's like too much empty space with it. Ugh. I might just... Okay, let's see on this one. I'm having fun me just clicking around trying to figure out what to do next. This is kind of interesting. Seems to have some personality to it. Okay, yeah, probably later this evening, then we'll be trying, or maybe this afternoon, I don't know. We'll be trying The Settlers. Anyone who has watched this, I appreciate it. Like, even not really saying anything, just thanks for dropping by. It's... Hopefully I've been at least kind of entertaining. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to a stop now. I'll probably like follow up on Generation Y at some point because I'm kind of, I don't know. I am interested in seeing what the deal with this is. It's like I did see promise there, despite like some issues I had with it. I might try and have a friend on whenever I do this later. He might be at work though, but I might try and have a friend on, just so I have somebody to bounce off of a little more. Because it is awkward kind of talking into a void like this, but hopefully I've been entertaining. Or at the very least, not actively off-putting. Yeah, so thanks everyone for dropping by. At some point, probably later today or tomorrow or something, I'll be trying The Settlers. I'll see everyone then.